field. Brent Weber is back with us. He's handling the St. Louis Cardinals tonight.
Cardinals getting some star treatment, in fact, before this game. A lot of fans out in red watching the Cardinals take batting practice. Albert Pujols putting on a Maguire-like show, in fact, knocking a couple completely out of the stadium. The biggest fan in attendance, Billy Bob Thornton, wearing a Cardinals hat, talking to his buddy Tony La Russa around the cage, and then later gave some batting tips to Pujols. Maybe the Bad News Bears skipper will be helping the Dodgers out there if that indeed was the case. The Cardinals have won 6 straight against L.A. We needn't look further back than last weekend. That sweep, ugly for Dodgers fans, very good for the Cardinals, who then dropped 2 of 3 to the Braves. They did win the finale of that Braves series, starting off their longest road trip of the season tonight, so they're focused after a day off and some bad weather back home. By the way, their hottest bat home run-wise, Southern Californian Jim Edmonds. He homered in each of those games in the Braves series. We'll talk to Jim Edmonds a little bit later on in the pregame show, guys. All right. Thanks, Waddy. Jim Edmonds, who knows his way to this ballpark, grew up in Southern California, of course, still has a home, you and your family in Villa Park. Got to sleep in your own bed last night. Not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's always good to come home, even though this isn't my original home, but this is where I grew up coming to games, so this is always going to be a special place for me.
About a month ago, they were wondering, he's 36 years old, he's run into so many walls. All of a sudden, Jim Edmonds hits 7 homers, 17 RBIs, most homers in the National League in the month of July. I guess they're not going to write you off yet.
Well, the funny thing is I'm getting older, but my body's feeling better, and I just had a little problem with my swing. So, you know, I started off slow, and I'm trying to pick it back up right now. Hopefully things will work out for me as the season goes on. Sorry.
No, that's all right. In the long haul, that's what you guys preach. You know all about that. Tony La Russa knows all about that. 1 week ago, you sweep this Dodgers team. Sends them into a little bit of a road trip slide. Now you're starting your longest road trip of the year, hoping you can have some of that magic back.
Well, what we're trying to do is, you know, like you said, we focus in on the long haul, and we'll try to go out here and hopefully we can win a series. But, you know, we don't expect to sweep these guys. We just try to come in here and play good, and hopefully that hopefully we'll win more than we lose. But yeah, it's a long haul right now, and we just like you said, we try to be positive and go out there and try to win more than we lose for this road trip.
You faced Brad Penny quite a bit in your career. Lukewarm success against him. Big guy, throws pretty hard, an all-star.
Yeah, great guy too, off the field and on the field. And I wish he was on our team sometimes. Throws hard, got a good breaking ball, great changeup, fierce competitor, and going to have a lot of our work cut out for us today. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
All right, Jim Edmonds, St. Louis Cardinals. Let's send it over to Lindsay. Thanks, guys. We were just talking about Crespi. He doesn't get to talk about that all that much anymore. Tonight, talking about an outstanding performance for you, and you've had 3 no decisions in your last 4 starts, pitched well against the Dodgers last week, but didn't get anything in the extra inning game. Nice to get the W and to shut down the team here in L.A.
Yeah, you know, I think definitely a team effort tonight. I think with Rowan's play there, Albert had some tremendous plays, and that's what it takes. You know, we're a team here, and we play hard all around, and it's nice to do it at home and in front of my family and friends, and my high school coach over there, Scott Muckey, standing over there, and he was behind home plate, and it was a nice win.
Well, your stuff seemed good. You kept them off, and again, defensively, the team does make 2 errors tonight, but in the end, you're comfortable in the driver's seat there with these guys behind you.
You know, I failed to mention our bullpen. I think, you know, Adam and Izzy came in and shut the door right there, and definitely, you know, errors and walks, and that's all part of the game. And I think when you're able to minimize that and contribute offensively, I think that's the key.
1,000th career strikeout tonight. Did you know that?
I did actually know that. I don't strike out too many people, so I mean to have 1,000 is definitely a milestone for me, and it was nice to do it here.
And I also was told I have to ask you about the Supon restaurant in the Valley. Is this you have a business?
Yeah, it's Soup's Grill, and people keep giving me grief, especially to the guys. You know, I keep saying coming soon, and people keep asking me what's soon mean, and it's taken a long time, but hopefully sometime this offseason we'll be able to open up.
Here's a guy that's a 33-year-old veteran pitcher. He's 31. Thanks, man. Don't want to do that, especially in the prime of his career. Pitching for the National League Central Division leaders at a time when really you're facing a team across the way that is really scuffling, really struggling, missing that big hit. You guys beat them up good last week. What's going on when you face a lineup that's struggling like that?
Well, I mean, you never take that approach. I mean, it's obviously, I mean, these guys we played them in the postseason, and they're a great team. And you go out, it's just a game, and you take the same approach every game, whether you're hot or not. And as a pitcher, trying to keep the ball down, change speeds, and work fast. That's an approach I've always taken, and going into any game, that's my approach.
Jeff Suppan gets the win tonight. Bullpen shuts it down for him here in the end, and he's very, very happy that he did it in front of his old home folks and his old high school coach. Guys, let's send it back out to you in center field.
But I know that Brent Weber's down there with a report on the Dodgers. He talked to Grady Little about that situation with Eric Gagne and whether or not he's going to get in the ball game tonight. Brett, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, I would expect you will see Gagne in the game tonight. It's been almost a year since he towed the rubber officially in a Dodgers game, believe that. And he will likely get an appearance tonight, whether it's a save situation or not. Hasn't pitched since Monday during that rehab stint at Vegas. That's 4 days. Grady Little says at this point he really needs, Gagne does, to get in there, get an inning or so in, and so you can likely expect him, whether it's a save situation tonight. Now, one guy we didn't expect to be in the lineup tonight is the latest rookie to be called up. Joel Guzman will be the starting third baseman and bat cleanup. Before the game, he was taking some ground balls over at the hot corner off the bat of Mariano Duncan. Duncan told us that Guzman can play anywhere. He very well may be the biggest utility player the Dodgers have ever had. We saw him play left field in spring training. Grady Little told us he'll play some first base for Nomar Garciaparra. He's a natural shortstop, and he's 6'6", 240-plus pounds. He's not here for his glove, guys, as you know. He is here to try to get that bat bombing, and he had 7 home runs down at AAA. Now, to find out what's happening on the other side of the diamond and the Phillies dugout, let's send it over to JJ.
Thanks, JJ. Joel Guzman in the lineup, and not just in the lineup, the starting lineup, but in the 4-hole, the cleanup spot. So much for the rookie getting a little break coming in.
Well, yeah, I come into the line and say, oh, I'm hitting 4th. I'm in the game. I say, okay, let's see how it goes, just trying to do my thing.
You'd rather be in there, obviously, and you'll get some more protection in that spot. Just getting a chance to start right away is important to you, isn't it?
Well, definitely. When you come and when they call you up, you don't know what's going to be like, or oh, you're going to the big league, So, you at least want to get in the game, no matter if I'm hitting 4 or I'm hitting 8, So just trying to be in the game, trying to learn and get used to it.
You're out there getting used to the Dodger Stadium infield, which is usually one of the best. Mariano Duncan giving you some extra work before the game. How's it feel over there at the hot corner?
Well, when I was told that you're going to the big league to play third, I was like, okay, let's do it. I've been, since been training, I've been moving around. I was a shortstop, for 4 years. So they switched me to left field. I played some first, some third. I say, okay, I'm ready. Whenever they put me out, I'm gonna get the work in there, and I'm gonna be ready for the game. So that's why Mariano he told me today, okay, let's get some extra work at third. So you're playing third tonight. I say, okay, let's do it. So I take some ground balls, be ready for the game.
He's ready. He's in the 4 spot. He's Joel Guzman in the starting lineup for the Dodgers. Guys?